Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So today I'm continuing my Give It a Go series and I'm going to try Western riding for the very first time. At Sovereign Quarter Horses, so let's go and meet his team.
Hi, I'm David Deptford. This is my wife Sarah, and this is Olivia Lockhead, who's our assistant trainer. Here at Sovereign Quarter Horses, we train Western style horses. We breed American quarter horses and American paint horses. We generally have 8 or 9 foals a year. We sell most of those foals, or we keep some ourselves. We compete internationally and nationally, and we go all over the world doing clinics and demonstrations.
So we're going to jump straight into the action. We're heading around to the stables to meet some of the horses. David's going to tack up and give us a demonstration on one of his horses. And then shortly after, I'll be giving Western riding a go for the very first time. Let's see if my attempt looks anything like his.
He was trained for 3 events when he was 3 years old, so he's a pretty cool horse. We might use him with you yet, but we'll see. The main thing with Western riding, we have a saddle pad or a blanket which goes on the horse's back before we put the saddle on. Quite a big thing. It weighs quite heavy actually.
Looks quite fit.
Yeah, they're very slightly all different. This one's got a felt back onto it. Some are felt, some are neoprene, some are wool, and there's no preference really what some horses would prefer more than others. With the saddle, again slightly different. When you saddle that up, you have to sort of semi-throw it on because of the weight of them. They're quite heavy, so it's not about lifting it on, you have to sort of throw it on, and you stand one side and then you just drop it straight in place like so. Into the swell of the saddle, then the gut of the saddle like you would do an English num-num, so it doesn't press down on the horse's back. Then the girth, or we call it a cinch, it's the American terminology. It hangs up there. Very similar on that side compared to an English one. And when you come to this side, again it's slightly different. You have to hook the, this is called a long latigo, goes into the cinch, or the girth, goes to the bottom, up to the top, down to the bottom, and then you do it up. And there's a little pin that goes in there. The loose goes to the top there, the keeper. Let's stir it down, and that's it.
So today David is going to be demonstrating on Blazing Cheek Alina, aka Blaze. So Blaze is actually a 21-year-old quarter horse. He's pretty special. He was 4th in the world in working cow horse as a junior horse, and then he went on to breed and show in the USA. He was the stallion here at Sovereign Quarter Horses for 6 years and was gelded in 2019, and he's now one of their lesson horses, so I'm super excited to see what he's like under saddle.
Put that side leg, and you'll go around on a circle. When you want to steer, move your hand over, not listening, and go straight back to the middle with your hand. Go large, sit up, you'll go large. Again, to ask him to spin. Like that. We'll spin to the right.
What an absolutely amazing horse and such a great demonstration. It's completely different to the normal English riding that I've done, so I'm very excited to give it a go, but those stops look hella scary, so let's hope I don't end up, you know, shooting forward out of the saddle.
Yeah.
So today I'm going to be riding the lovely Blue here, and Liv's just going to tell us a little bit about Blue.
So Blue is a 16-year-old red dun American quarter horse. She's one of our lesson horses. We use her every day of the week, so she's good for all levels of rider. So if you come along and you're quite novice, then you can ride her, or like George is going to do today, she's going to show some of the more complex manoeuvres that Blue can do. She was fully trained in reining in America, and she was imported over here, I think, when she was about 7 or 8 years old. She's had a few babies, and now she teaches people to ride.
Brilliant, let's go. So today's video has kindly been sponsored by Ariat, who has sent me my full outfit as well. So I'm head to toe in Ariat clothing and boots, so I certainly look the part, but the question is, do I ride like the part?
Quite long on her. If you get a bit short, she's sort of, it's like driving with a handbrake on. She's sort of stop-starting, she gets a bit wiggly, so the longer the rein the better. So like David said when he was on, when you want to stop her, you're going to push your legs forwards and away, lock back on your seat bones, make sure you look up and ahead and say whoa. Okay. And then when you want to walk her forward, you're just going to squeeze both legs, tap her forwards. Good. So you're going to walk her in.
I feel like I've never ridden.
Perfect, so then just stop her, so push the leg forward and away. And your inside leg just wants to relax slightly away when you turn. It doesn't want to come way away, just relax slightly. Again to the left, and the opposite. Look left, left shoulder back, push with the right leg. So just walk her around for a minute and get the feel of it. Steer her left and right, stop her a couple of times, start her. Good. Keep even pressure. If one leg comes away slightly, she'll move into that pressure. Good. Steer her around to the right. Good. Nice stop, Georgia.
So despite my almost 25 years in the saddle, it has never been a Western saddle. So this was a whole new experience for me. I literally felt like I had never sat on a horse before. It was completely out of my comfort zone. But it is actually really helpful to do different disciplines. I'm really hoping this makes me an overall better rider. I'm sure it will. So with Western riding, it's very different. It's very much a long rein, no contact on that rein really. It's a much longer stirrup length, and it's all about your seat and where you put your weight basically. So initially I just wanted to get a feel for Blue. We spent about 20 minutes of me literally walking, stopping, turning, seeing what her reaction's like and seeing what I need to do to get the right reaction, and just sussing out the whole thing really. So once I knew what I was doing with my lower leg and had got a feel for Blue, it was then time to pop some spurs on so that we could get a bit more motion and a bit more action going. So most Western riders ride with spurs. Most of the horses here are all trained to work with spurs, so you'll see an instant change in Blue. She goes from kind of dawdling to, right, I'm in work mode now. So this is something that she's used to. It doesn't hurt her in any way. Just for anyone wondering, because I know a few people are a bit dubious about spurs, but if used in the correct way, then they don't cause any harm or discomfort to the horse. So with Western, you don't really rise. I was dying to do rising trot, I must admit. Sitting trot is not my strength, but Western is much slower. The horses move differently, so it was more comfortable once I relaxed into it and just got used to the movement really. So again, I'm going to get used to this different pace and this different style of riding in this gait. So once I got used to the rhythm, once I had good control of Blue, it was then time to up the ante to canter. And this is the bit I've been looking forward to, because a cowboy canter looks hella comfy. And I mucked up my first transition by going on the wrong leg, but that's me just getting used to the different aids for the different movements. So we'll skip over that bit. And let's head into the correct lead of canter, and we're going to be learning to do the stop. This is the bit I'm actually the most scared about, because you literally don't really use the rein at all, you just slightly lift it, and it's all about using your seat and throwing those legs forward, and you really have to commit to sitting on your seat bones. So let's see if I can do it without falling off.
More like good, more like that. Really sort of drop your butt and then start that one, yeah? So what I want you to do is stop like you've just done, and then we're going to do what we call a rollback. So we're going to stop, then we're going to turn, and then canter out the other direction.
Right, okay, yeah.
All a little more movement. Yeah? So, but you've got to cue it to stop first. So
Yeah.
whoa, stop, hesitate a fraction, and then just move your hand to the left, this leg on, right leg, push, kick, and straight out.
Right.
And in theory, it should go back out over that direction.
In theory.
Yeah? In theory. Stop. Turn left. Go. Go like that.
Hey.
Stop. Turn to right. Go right. Stop it. Commitment, stop. There, nice. Turn. Catch. Good girl, well done, good. Love. There, good. Turn. Good.
So, as you can probably tell, I was having the best time. I was having so much fun. If anyone is considering going for a Western lesson, or maybe you're considering it after watching this video, do it. Go and book it. You'll have so much fun and you'll learn so much. So, now David is going to teach me how to do the spin. I have been promised he won't make me go quite as fast as him and Blaze went. So, let's see if I can do it without throwing up.
Your leg's going to come away. This thigh doesn't want to grip on a side. If you grip on a side, this side, actually bizarrely it will block her from turning this way.
Okay.
So, we're going to go two-handed, I think, first. Reins in. Now, what I don't want you to do is pull around and steer because it won't work, all right? Now, your outside leg's your accelerator. If you club to her, if you turn your toe out slightly more, then just slightly tap. And in theory, she should spin that way, the front feet.
Okay.
If your leg goes back, you're going to push too much body, all right? So if you keep your leg forward slightly, the more you can get forward, that's it, somewhere in like that, the more likely she'll turn, all right? Like that. There you go.
Okay, yeah.
Then stop. Can you feel when you were turning, you're slightly to the outside of the seat? Try and make sure you're in the middle with your bum, not slightly to the outside, all right? Because what will happen, it will slow her down. What it'll do, it'll put too much bend in her body and she won't be able to turn. Okay, so you need to be virtually in the middle. It's quite hard because you've got hand tap. Look up, look at her right ear, look at her right ear.
Love it. What a clever girl. Wow, what an incredible experience. I have had the best time riding Western. I've had the best time riding Blue. So a massive thank you to David, Sarah and Liv for having me today and for teaching me, and to Aria of course for sponsoring this video. I really hope my Give It a Go series is inspiring you all to give it a go and to try new equestrian disciplines or book that lesson or do that thing that you didn't think you could do, because if I can do it, anyone can do it, and I've had the best time learning. Okay.
But keep a hold of the saddle board until your both feet are on the ground. So say as you're coming down, you can slip that foot out. The main thing is keeping the hand on there so you don't get it on it. Like so. Perfect.
Good girl, weren't you amazing? Oh, you want to come home with me?
Just as I want to go to bed, please.
Yeah, I want you to never sleep on me ever again.
I stayed in last night. I had a bath.
So thank you so much for having me. I've had an amazing time. If the guys at home want to get involved, how do they go about that? What do you do?
So we do Western riding lessons, but one of our main things at the moment that we've been doing, which are really popular, are our Western Experience Days. So basically it's a whole day. We teach up to about 6 people. You come along, we do breakfast for you in the morning, a little meet and greet with the team. Before you come down, we do a demonstration for you. So like David Deptford today on the video, we'll show you basically what you're going to get up to for the day. You'll get about an hour and a half's riding in the morning, and then we sit you down for a 2-course lunch in our cafe up the other end. Then you come out, you'll learn to lasso, which is great fun, try not to catch yourself, and then you'll ride again for about an hour and a half, and then we'll do an afternoon tea with you as well. So it's a really good day to really progress your riding, try it out, sort of see what we're all about.
Sounds amazing. I'll put any updates on what the guys have got going on recently on my Instagram, so head over and check that out, and I'll put all links to their socials and their website down below. Thanks so much for watching guys, I'll see you all soon. Bye!